Alrighty, welcome. Happy early Thanksgiving and pre-Black Friday, Cyber Monday. I hope you guys are ready for this big push in holiday sales because there is a very short window of us selling a whole ton of Avon. So I hope you're excited to be here. If it's your first time on the call, welcome. We cannot see you. I'm the only one on camera here, so don't worry about that. I hope you learn at least one new tidbit of knowledge that will help you build a stronger Avon business. So I have been pretty busy trying to do more videos. I always say I'm going to do that, but then I don't always get to it. Now I am. I think I'm finally at the point where it makes more sense to focus on teaching others how to sell and recruit than trying to continue building all three areas of the business because the team is becoming a size where I need to focus all my attention on. Hey, LaShonda. So if you guys want to type in the chat box, in the Facebook live feed, where you guys are joining from. I am in Rockford, Illinois. Amy's from Ohio. Callie, yes, Lucky Cheryl. Boston, cool. It's pretty, the sun was out today, but it's still pretty cold here. We have Florida, Michigan, Texas, West Virginia, North Carolina, New Orleans, cool. 90 today. Cheryl, I don't want to hear that. I had on my hood and my gloves and my winter coat. But I will be in a swimsuit next week, so I'm looking forward to that. Yes, rain, and it's that time of year. Okay, so I have a list here of all my recent YouTube videos. Lori has rain and snow. That's the worst. I might have to ask you guys what time it is because I don't see where my phone is buzzing. If you are on Team Momentum, you do get access to all of my training for free. So even though I may not be able to help everyone one-on-one very closely in the beginning, I promise you, if you watch everything I send you and you use the sales and recruiting tools and you take the time to learn, you have all of the tools that you need to be successful. And for those of you not on the team, feel free to follow me on YouTube, join our Makeup Marketing Online Facebook group, and you'll feel like you're part of our team. So who am I? I've been selling Avon for almost 10 years now. And I have built up every area of the business. So face-to-face sales, online sales, and now a leadership team. So I feel like I have a pretty good grasp on the business, and I know my customers well. I am familiar with a lot of the products. So I hope to be able to teach you something that will make a difference in your business. But just know that you are all you need to be successful. So believe in yourself, take the time to learn and train and better yourself. Always be learning. And you can build this as big as you want through discipline and hard work and just doing that daily grind every day. Cheryl and I pushed super hard. Hello, Miss Sarah. We pushed super hard, so if you guys can all say a prayer for us, we're hopefully going to move in title. Cheryl to gold leader and me to bronze executive. Knock on some wood. I can't even reach it. I've been stuck at gold leader for 2 years, so I probably shouldn't even be talking about it and cursing it, but you guys all keep your fingers crossed for us. Okay, so what's going on in Avon and in my life? So the Lots of Lips set here was featured on Oprah's Favorite Things 2017. I always love to share when our products are featured in magazines. And it really looks like Avon is embracing that. It looks like we've partnered with Marie Claire, and I saw 17 magazine sharing our Mega Effects mascara. So really take advantage of Avon in the news, Avon public relations. It's an outside source that is not employed by Avon or working for Avon that is saying, hey, these are great products, check them out. So it's a soft sell, but it's really very effective. Aspira, those of us that were at Rep Fest have been lucky enough to try out some of the Aspira products. We have the calming supplement. We have the vitamins for ages 40 and over for women, and then the other women's vitamins that are up to 40. We have been receiving the men's daily supplements as well. And all of the multivitamins come in these little pouches, and there's 3 supplements in each. So I like that it's a daily dose. That way I set my medicine and my supplements out, and I know that I took it for the day. We've also been able to try out the protein powder, which has vanilla and chocolate. I like to mix it with the almond milk, and then I try to throw as many pieces of fruit as I can in there. And I have not done the vegetables yet, but I promise I'm going to. And then, yes, there is a restful sleep supplement that we've been receiving as well. I usually don't need help with the sleep, so I haven't tried that one, but I have been taking my vitamins and doing my protein shakes and taking my calming supplements. So I think you guys are going to be really excited. Hopefully you've already jumped on a couple of the webinars, as we're going to be able to sell this line come come January. I won't say the 1st of January, but in campaign 3, what's new, there are a ton of different offers for you, and you can pick the package that works best for you and your customers. We are working on a cruise like a boss incentive to Bermuda. And what I always say with these incentives is most of them are focused on building your sales, your recruiting, and then this one actually has a leadership piece to it as well. So you can go about it a few different ways. You can go and recruit like crazy and mentor those that want to work with you and work really closely and help them get those big successful orders. You can try to work with one person at a time, but what I really recommend with these incentives is to always focus on growing your sales, always be recruiting, Don't take it personally if someone never submits an order or if they ignore you. And then when you work with them to place successful orders over 150, you get points that way as well. So if you are always focused on those 3 areas, then those incentives start to come much easier. So don't get so wrapped up. It's important to know the details, but don't get so wrapped up in them that it overwhelms you and you just do nothing. Try to build all 3 areas. Here is Josh and Ava. I have a 10 and a 6-year-old. We always have appointments. Someone's always sick. I'm always running around like a crazy lady. We usually need groceries. The laundry piles up. So I try my best to keep up with everything, and some weeks go better than others. Rob is an electrical engineer, so we both have pretty high stress jobs. Okay, so what prevents people from starting a dream is not fear. It is the lack of attention, sustained motivation, and discipline. Because if we have those things, we can overcome fear. So I hope that you see yourself change as you go through your Avon journey. I am a much different person now than I was when I first started Avon. I was very nervous about what people thought about me, and I didn't like having any attention or presenting or any of that kind of stuff. And Avon has kind of developed me in that way to where my want for being successful was greater than my fear of getting in front of a crowd of people. So always believe in yourself. Don't give up. Just keep trying until you find the way that works best for you. Cheryl says, I'm way past that part of my life. Yes, Cheryl doesn't really care what anyone thinks. Okay, Shelly, hello. And Lori discovered napping is really nice. See, I need to be more calm. Team Momentum is almost 1,200 reps strong. So I used to pride myself in being able to answer everyone, get back to everyone. I don't like having things to do, but the amount of work is piling up to the effect that I may not be able to get back to everyone individually. Again, I promise you, you have the tools to be successful. There are so many helpful Facebook groups of representatives where you can get an answer like instantaneously. There's your Customer Insight Center, so Avon Customer Service, and I know they're continuously training and learning the technology that we use and answering some of the common questions that come through. So there is always someone available to help you. Our Team Momentum Facebook group is great. Hopefully my team members understand that I can't always answer everyone. I try my best, but you guys are all so helpful about jumping in and helping one another. Our team sales are over 1.6 million. I am hoping for over 2 million for the year. So we shall see. Cheryl and I, like I said, we really pushed in 24, and I think we're gonna really push from now on because our team sales went from like 102,000 in 23, and it looks like we're gonna close out at about 26,000. 26 or 36? I don't even know. I think it's 26. So almost a $20,000 increase in just one campaign. So I'm sure I'll get used to working really hard. We are #1 in sales increase year to date in the whole nation. So find your inner Beyonce. I know for some women, it's hard to put yourself out there and be your own cheerleader. But in network marketing, that is what you need to do. You need to be marketing yourself. You need to celebrate your accomplishments, because that's what attracts customers and new team members to you. It's not, it's not those form messages that you private message someone, or it's not like the cheesy ads out there. It's more about being personable and showing how you love being a beauty boss and how they should too. So congratulations, round of applause. And I spoke too soon, and we actually had 5 title advancements in 23. So Cheryl, Silver Leader, Becky, Silver Ambassador, and Heather, Bronze Ambassador. Congratulations. And we had 2 new star promoters. So congratulations, Lindsay and Tisha. Some of those beginning stages of leadership are the hardest of any of it. And so just keep pushing and keep trying. Keep your excitement up, because again, that's what's going to keep you motivated and draw people near you. So we have some top new reps. We have our top 20 for campaign 23 sales. And these are representatives in their first 7 campaigns with Avon. So Kelly, Debbie, Maria, Sherry, Lisa, Kim, Sandra, Dee Dee, Donna, Carolyn, Audra, Annalise, Adriana, Corey, Stacy, Mona, Tony, Carrie, Christina, and Loretta. Congratulations. So I wanted to put in the Customer Insight Center, and then there's the link to our Facebook group. So if you guys didn't print the presentation out tonight, because I posted it about 10 minutes before we started, it is in the files section of both Team Momentum and Makeup Marketing. Avon U has launched this. The training side of Avon has been a missing piece for the past few months because we had some outdated technology. Now we have a new and really comprehensive training program. So especially those of you that are new to Avon, make sure that you take the time to learn. Hop on live events, because there's something different about sitting on a webinar as it's happening, getting involved in that chat. And if you have a busy schedule and you can't make some of those calls, that's what Avon U is for. So it helps you pick the right training for you in the stage of your business you're in. We have free social selling training that Avon has hired a company to help us with. So you can register here. It's now becoming a weekly show. And then there is this group as well called Social Selling Simplified. There we go. All right, so as I mentioned, the cool part about building 3 areas of your business is it may be more difficult along the way. It's going to be harder because you're focusing your attention on 3 different areas. But when those areas become established and you have a strong foundation, you can start building quicker. So that's the advantage. So if you think about your money in the stock market or mutual funds, you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. That's what I like to say with Avon. Build those 3 areas so that you're not so vulnerable to seasonal changes or anything that takes place within our Avon business. Say technology problems if you're only focused online. I really try to, there's always challenges, right? Every business, there's challenges. And I challenge you to not go and complain, but to find a way around or to focus your attention somewhere else until you can move forward with what you were doing. So I know a lot of time is spent complaining, and I see representatives getting in fights on social media, and I really hate to see that. So use your time wisely. If it's something that's affecting your business, contact Avon and approach them professionally. Come up with solutions and don't just complain just to complain. So we are going to be starting over a new sales cycle right after campaign 26. So right from the start, try to get close to $400 orders so that you can hit President's Club. You can earn up to 50% commission, but you have a guaranteed 40% commission on full earnings items, no matter how big your order is. So let's say you have a really off campaign, you're only submitting a $100 order. It's still only going to cost you $60. You're going to earn that $40 profit. So try your hardest to get to President's Club. And if you achieve it in 2017, you get it for the remaining campaigns, and then you get it for the full next year. So that would be all of 2018. Lori's asking about the social media center. I'll address that when we go over the online portion of the webinar. Congratulations to Team Momentum President's Club members already. We have Kimberly, who hit Rose Circle, Peter, Agnieszka, and Cheryl, Honor Society, Ellen, Sarah, Terry, Trisha, Alicia, Brandy, President's Club already, congratulations. And then Angeline and Brenda are super close, and I know they will have no problem making that. So congratulations, you guys. Sell campaign 26. So hopefully you guys have come across campaign mailer, Campaign Central. Okay, too many campaigns and catchy names. They're blending together. Anyways, there's a lot of information being pumped out by Avon right now. So it's a very exciting thing because there used to not be many updates, and then you get kind of bored and lose your motivation and excitement. So now we have a lot to keep up with. So that is a wonderful thing. Campaign Central, Evie and Michael cover 3 tips for you and go over the highlights of the campaign. So you can also find this information under Campaign Central on youravon.com. We have currently, through the end of the year, we have a different A box for every campaign. I believe that is going to be changing come campaign 1. I know they're going to do either something similar, or they're going to do the A box and it's not going to be every campaign. So we have the Magic of Pearls A box for 26, Joyful Beautiful Travel Totes and Bags, and the calendar that you can gift to your customers. I don't know what you guys are LOLing about in the chat box, but I'm not going to read. Okay, so promote this to all of your face-to-face customers and on social media. So this is always $10 when your customer spends $40. So it's boosting your average order, hopefully up to a $50 order. That gives you 4 customers, a $200 order. So I know we all dread that phone call that's like, I want to order 1 Amari deodorant or I want 1 black glimmer stick. It makes it hard to be able to justify your book, your gas, your time for those small orders. So definitely use the A box as a tool to boost your average order. Cheryl has no comments on those orders. I don't want to sound like a brat because that can turn into a very good, loyal customer. So you never know. But I know it's frustrating when someone only needs to order like that one little thing. All right, Sarah drives 30 miles to bring books so she can sniff the pages. There we go. Not even an order, a book. Okay, so this makes a perfect gift. The product colors are neutral, so they should look good on everyone. And that cute little compact is universal. You can stick it in your purse. I know I always need a mirror and I don't always have one with. So your customers should love that. Get them interested right away. So make sure that they're seeing the A box before they start shopping. That way they can pick out $50, $40 worth of merchandise and then add on that A box. Always follow up with your customers. That is a key piece to providing good customer service, seeing how they liked it. I know sometimes we're afraid to ask that because we don't want to hear the negative answer, but the majority of the time it is positive feedback. So I really addressed like worry and back orders and not available by being very upfront with customers and preparing them for a potential upset. Then if you do have any bad news, then it's more expected and they're not as let down. Most people are very understanding. I know it stinks when you go put your order in and something is not available. The only other advice I have is to check your e-store because they are different warehouses. If your customer is your best customer ever and you don't want to upset them, look in the Facebook groups. There's ones that are specifically for buying and selling products that you may not be able to get. Buy one for yourself as a sample. So maybe you want to be one A box behind because these are beautiful packages. I have one over there, but I'm not gonna go grab it. I should have it right here. But they're beautifully packaged. The products are nicely put in there. There's tissue paper. They're really top of the line. So I think when your customers see them in person, they will not be able to resist. So these bags, of course, carry them yourself. The best way to advertise is to be wearing the products, be wearing the makeup, try it out. I have my Mark bracelet on. I have Mark earrings in. I have that Mod Pop eyeshadow on. All of my makeup is Avon or Mark. So if you are not yet a user of our products, make sure you become one. Start replacing your stuff with Avon products as you run out. You could suggest the travel set as a gift for someone on their holiday list. And if they're buying cosmetics or jewelry, encourage them to buy one of the smaller bags to wrap it up. So I love that our fragrance sets are all in those joyful, beautiful, magical bags. That way you're not wasting money on really pretty packaging that's gonna end up going in the garbage eventually, unfortunately. But I do love, love, love the new packaging. It's so much more colorful and just love it compared to the plain black or the cardboard, the brown cardboard that like the candles and fixed earning stuff came in. So good job, Avon, on the packaging. And then you can show them also how these bags fit into the whole theme throughout our holiday product line. So it is a time of giving, and we want to show our customers that we appreciate them. I usually do a Christmas card, and I put pictures of what I've done on my Avon year. And I put my employees in there as well, just saying thank you. Sometimes you don't need to give a gift or a discount. Sometimes it's just about using those manners and appreciating people. Most people are not very considerate, so if you take the time to be like that, you'll really set yourself apart. I think it's pretty sad how many people are inconsiderate, and that's why I get taken advantage of often. Okay, so 2018 Avon calendar, you can do that as a gift. I did like these ideas in here about jotting down reminders to replenish their products. So if you look up a makeup expiration guide, you can see when they recommend replacing those products. I love the idea of penciling it in there. Buy a new glimmer stick, buy your mascara again. So also put labels with your name and phone number. Here's how to reorder, because a lot of times the box that something comes in, you're gonna take the product out and throw the box away. So maybe you wanna take the time to put labels on the actual products. I would be careful about like tearing any tape or ruining the box to get into it. I wouldn't go that far. But if you have the time, put the label on your products. Put your contact info in there. And then you could also leave it at offices or where there's waiting areas. That may be a little pricey. You may want to keep those for your customers and prospective customers or team members. So they announced in our last Beauty Buzz that Living and Mark are going to be in the main brochure. So that is, it's a little sad, but at the same time, I never buy those separately. So I think it makes more sense to have it all in the main brochure. I think we will all sell more if it's featured always in the brochure. Let's celebrate top sellers. So these are our established reps: Kimberly, Brandy, Terry, Ellen, Bridget, Becky, Trisha, Dawn, Leisha, Betty, Cheryl, Joan, Kelly, Javon, Charlotte, Peter, Jillian, Denise, Barbara, and Yasmin. Great job. These numbers are awesome. So you guys are all in line to hit President's Club when you submit orders this big next year. All right, Drive Like a Boss incentive. A lot to cover here. I'm going to make sure I'll jump in pretty soon. But this one's almost ending. This had a training piece to it. So you either went to the Drive Like a Boss workshop, or you did training on Avon U. And then you also got entries for sales and recruiting goals, and 4 lucky representatives in the U.S. are going to earn a free car, free Mini Cooper. So that's awesome. We had a lot of ties. So there's really like maybe 5 places up here. So great job, you guys. Cruise Like a Boss. Don't count this out yet, you guys. If you haven't started working towards this incentive, there is still time. We're about to hit, we're just about to hit peak season. So start now, build those sales, recruit, bring people into the business. You can either try to recruit in groups. Maybe you want to recruit 5 people a campaign. Maybe one of them will be really successful and will turn into your next leader. Maybe you want to only bring in one person at a time and work really closely with them and help them to be extremely successful in the beginning. I don't think I'm gonna win that car, you guys. I need a bigger garage and house if I'm gonna win a car. Okay, so there's different ways to achieve. If you haven't started yet, start now. Look at the highest categories first and figure out how you can earn from those categories, because that's gonna get you there quicker. There are prizes as you go, so that's a great addition, so that you're earning prizes and you don't get like kind of bored with it or not excited anymore. You give up right in the beginning. So this way you can keep working towards those steps and earn those prizes as you go. So these points over on the left, what I did, there's 13 campaigns in the incentive. So I divided the amount of incentive points up by 13 to get my per campaign amount. And then I multiplied that by 4. So you can kind of see where you're gonna end up. This is kind of misleading because the way the incentive is built, you can start earning a ton of points right at the end because you can earn points on those successful orders after your new recruits already start. So we have 4 campaigns down. We have 9 to go. Stay motivated, stay excited. I know that report doesn't move fast, but keep opening it. It does change. Your wheel will keep turning, I promise. So congratulations to our top incentive earners so far: Cheryl, Becky, Heather, Jane, Trisha, Barbara, Ellen, Kim, Terry, Leisha, Holly, and Marcia. Remember that a title advancement is 1,000 points. So I know Heather these 3 just moved in title. So that tells you title advancement is huge. So do all that you can and push to move in that leadership title. Save the date for RepFest. RepFest is our national conference, and it's going to be July 27th to the 29th. Lori's cheering in the chat box. I can hear her excited. I got to meet Lori for the first time at RepFest. So we've been Facebook friends for a few years, and we finally met at RepFest. So that was cool. If you guys have questions, I saw a hand raised. If you can just open up your chat box and type it in there. And yes, I met Sarah. So I met a lot of Team Momentum for the first time as well. So mark the dates off in your calendar now. Start putting money aside. There's opportunities to share rooms. You can find local representatives to carpool with. It doesn't have to cost you a ton of money to go. So start saving now. Okay, so let's get into our holiday talk. And maybe I'll bring Cheryl in here. Hang on one second. Let me figure out what I'm doing. You ready, Cheryl? Okie dokie. Let's see if I can find her. Okay, are you on? Oops, I gotta unmute you. Are you there?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you're pretty quiet though.
I am.
Can you guys hear her okay? In the chat box, can you guys hear?
Can you guys hear me now?
Okay, Lori's good. Okay, so I just wanted to, you're good, Cheryl. Just show how we're featuring holiday products, and we are in full swing for holiday selling.
Yes. No, it's just
what are some of your best holiday tips?
Boy, I wasn't prepared for this one.
Oh man, okay. I won't put you on the spot like that then. Okay, so you know, there's several different ways that we can really boost our holiday sales. And I'll have Cheryl tell you about her buy one get one party when we come to that slide, because I know she'll know what to say for that. So in youravon.com, if you click on the beauty buzz on the right hand side and you say see all, it's going to bring up our whole newsletter, and it's actually going to bring up, you can look past to the past 3. So there's, I believe, 4 editions on there, and there's a ton of helpful information. So within one of those updates, you'll find a link to a holiday hub, which is, okay, awesome. So Sarah's going to jump on too. So I'll make her a panelist. So in the holiday hub, you can find this holiday checklist. And I like that it's giving us categories for ideas. Whenever I shop for my kids, I usually have not much in mind, and then I start looking by their age group and price range, and then I have a much better idea of what I want to get them. So I'm very accustomed to online shopping, where I have help finding different categories and being able to see people's reviews. Shopping online is very different than being out in the store and just browsing and picking. So this holiday checklist, I will be emailing out a recording of this presentation. I always put the sales supports that I've shown you within the presentation as links within the email. So you can get it from there. You can also click on that beauty buzz and then the holiday hub to find the checklist. But I put them in there as links in your email. So it's probably easiest to click on them that way. I should get that out at some point tomorrow. So there's some good products to have on hand for last minute gifts or for add-ons. Gift sets. I know that I don't like wrapping. I like things to look nice, but I don't like to take the time and, I don't know, just like make it look gorgeous. That's just not my thing. I try to like do it in an easy way, but make it look really nice and professional. So you can put together fragrance sets. The Skin So Soft box sets are awesome. I think they are $12 and you get 3 products in there, and they're in this beautiful packaged box. So those are ready to go. A lot of the gift sets in the book are already in gift sets, but you can also do your own by buying cellophane bags, and I buy them from Nashville Wraps. You can buy ones that have Christmas designs on them, and then you can even buy the bows that have the twist tie. So those are some of my holiday cheats, okay? And I also like to shop from the dollar store. One year I found really cute wine glasses with lips and lipsticks on there. They also have really cool mugs for $1. So you can throw a mug in there, throw your products, put it in cellophane, tie a bow around it, and you can even add on a couple bucks for wrapping it all up for them. Stocking stuffers, those lip balms and mini hand creams are must-haves to have on hand. I guarantee if you show those to most of your customers, you will probably sell them to the majority of your customers. It's a lot of times something they may not be thinking of, but they definitely want to add to their purchase. A bubble bath is always a popular gift. Jewelry, slippers, any sort of makeup sets and brush sets are good for women and younger girls. And then we have those fun bath and body sets. I'm gonna skip through, oh, I see my phone now. Okay, I'm gonna skip through the fragrance finders because I have covered that on a couple of other presentations, but I would recommend having your women's and your men's fragrance finder printed out and laminated if possible. And you can help people pick out a scent. Definitely try to have samples on hand as well. And your book. I forget how many sniff pages are in each book, but it's way more than you really think. So maybe you want to go through your book and fold down those pages or stick a sticky note in those pages that have the scratch and sniff. Prima Noir is brand new. It is you can explain it as our night edition to Prima. So it's made up of violet, jasmine, and vanilla noir. It has a little bit of a spicy scent to it. Terry, I will also include those fragrance finders in your follow-up email. So just some things that may not occur to you until after it's too late. Invest in more catalogs at holiday time. Really push yourself to hand out more books. Your book is your store. If you're holding on to them, you're not going to sell very much. Make sets up for easy shopping. Maybe you want to offer free gift wrap. You can buy those Avon Living and Holiday Guides. Host a holiday open house. It doesn't have to be anything too big or fancy. You don't have to have a lot of products on hand. Maybe you want to buy a couple of the bundles and then have people over for coffee and cookies or something very simple. Maybe you want to do a free gift with purchase or a discount. Those types of things are really up to you. It comes out of your pocket, so you have to decide what's worth it. A lot of times, like so when my customers spend $50, we're going to give them a free A box instead of doing the 40 with a $10 box. So these are also bundles for representatives. So you can order these two in campaign 24 and campaign 25. I'm getting an Alma lead. Here's your item numbers. So you can add them to your cart. And here's what they're going to cost you. So this one is going to give you full award sales plus bonus award sales. And you're going to receive 50% earnings when you sell all of these products. So you can do them as gifts. You can sell them. It's a great opportunity for you to make more money on some of those holiday items. So there's two different sets coming that you can order from in campaign 25 and 26. Also, when I email out this presentation, it'll have the handout so that you guys can see all of these slides and go back to them for reference if you need to. I don't know what his name is, but the cracked glass snowman is really cute in person. Okay, maybe you want a helper for Avon. So this is a little flyer you can put to try and find helpers. And I found this slide from 2013, but it still applies. And I made sure to update it to show the current commission chart. So the idea here is to find 10 helpers that collect $100 in orders each. So that's pretty simple. Getting $1,000 campaign by just asking people to help you, and then in exchange giving them a discount. To take that to social media, you may want to do an online party, have a Facebook host, and have them invite their friends. Okay, so I'm going to let Cheryl tell you about her buy one, get one, and then I'm going to work on getting Miss Sarah on as a panelist as well. Are you there?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So if you are close to President's Club, you only have maybe a couple $1,000s more to reach it. It is so reachable. And some of the ways you can do that is to have a 50-50 sale, or do a buy one, get one, which is what Sarah's gonna talk about. And they're kind of the same thing, but basically what I did is I offered my customers, if they place a $100 order, they're going to get half of that for free. So they spend $50, they get $50 in free product. And I explained to them that it doesn't include the fixed earning items that have the diamond in front of it. It's only for the beauty products, which is the makeup, the fragrance, skincare. What else? Makeup, skincare, oh, bath and body. And so for me, even though I was already President's Club, I was looking for some high sales last campaign so that I could promote to gold leader. Woohoo! Anyways, so I had already placed my regular order, and it was $650, I think it was. And as a President's Club member, I needed $1,575 in total sales so that I would be at the 50% earnings bracket. And that's how I was able to offer, if you spend $50, you get $50 for free. So I didn't make any money, but it helped me to promote. It's going to help me get to Honor Society again this year. But you have to be President's Club in order to get the 50% earnings. Now, that being said, say you're not President's Club yet. You can still do it if you're going to reach President's Club in that campaign. So if you are $1,600 away from President's Club and you have enough doing this to reach President's Club, you're going to get that 50% earnings. And if you're worried, you know, that you're not going to make it, or just to cover your behind, what you do is you tell your customers that if I meet this goal, you're going to get 50% off your order. If I don't meet this goal, then I'm going to give you 40% off, because you can still earn up to 40% if you're not in President's Club. So I hope that made sense to everybody. Does anybody have any questions about it?
Angela is asking, is it for only in person? Maybe I'll have Sarah will jump in because she had a successful Facebook party.
Hi.
Yeah, with mine, hold on, Sarah. With mine was for in-person orders only. And the only reason is because, unlike Sarah, I didn't want to deal with shipping. And I know what she went through with shipping, and that just wasn't for me. So, okay, it's all yours, Sarah.
Okay, so I had like almost 3,000 left to get to President's Club. So I set my party goal. I did it all on Facebook. Hi, Angela. I set my goal at 3,500 just to give me a little bit of cushion. And I created a group on Facebook, and I called it my first annual BOGO party. And what I did is I went and looked through, I did it for campaign 24. So I went and looked through the campaign 24 book for items to post in that group. So I posted like individual items in the group with pictures, and I gave like what the regular price is and what the brochure sale price is. And then I told them you can get 2 of these for the price of 1. So basically buy 1, get 1 free. And a lot of it was mix and match, like the Skin So Soft sets. I would put those all together in one post and they could mix and match because they're all the same price. And basically what they would do is I would go through, I took a few days, a week. It took this thing, it's, if you don't have time to sit in front of your computer, then, I mean, because it is very, it's very time consuming. But what I would do is I told them, okay, you comment on the picture of what you want, how many you want, and what options, like for the eyeliners, tell me what colors you want and how many you want of each and all that. So basically what I did is I posted all these items in the group, and then I invited a few of my people and they invited all of their friends and family, and my group ended up with over 500 people in it. So I haven't got many followers on my business page or my permanent VIP group on Facebook.
Yeah, and now you have all their addresses so they can
Yes.
be loyal customers.
Yes, I've gained a lot of new customers with this BOGO party. So they would comment what they wanted, and then I would write it all down. I've got a notebook here that I write it all down so that I can keep track. And then whenever it was time to put the order in, I just put in 2 of each thing, and I was able to get enough to get the President's Club. My party ended up being almost $8,000. So
she passed me up in sales. I told her she can do that every campaign.
So with the shipping, because doing it this way, we can't do it with the e-store. Now I was able to send a few of my orders to the customers. I didn't have to ship them all, because once I got collected enough money, I was able to put in the order, and then my 50% came out and was deposited into my Avon account. So I was able to do it that way. So I didn't have to ship all of them. Yes, Angela, I ordered after the party. So after I gave them a date, and I gave myself 3 days to get everything finalized and get the orders put in. And I told them like a date that I had to have all the money so that I could put the orders in. It is very time consuming, and it's, I was pulling my hair out by the time it was done. But I did it. It was $8,000 party. I hit President's Club, and I am doing it again in campaign 1. I've got another one going right now.
So taking that up a notch, Sarah's doing it during Double Dollars. So end your year strong, and then start 2018 strong with a buy one get one party.
My party, this one doesn't officially start until December 4th. I mean, I've went ahead and posted, and people are telling me what they want, but already I'm up to $2,000 in sales.
Oh my gosh, you might have to do it every.
She could hit President's Club in 1 campaign.
Yeah.
Wow.
That is awesome. And Sarah, was there a reason that you created a group instead of an event on Facebook?
Well, events, because they only give you a certain time slot. So I wanted to do a group, and that way, because events, to me, in my experience, events don't get as much participation as a group.
Okay.
So,
and then you can keep posting to them just all the time.
Right. And what I'll do at the end of this one, because I'm not doing any more until next year. This is it for me for this year. But what I'll do is I'll probably just archive the group, because it has you can archive it where people can't post, and nothing can be done on it, but it just sits there. So what I'll do is I'll tell them all to just stay in that group, and then next year we'll just open it up again, and we'll use the same group next year.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome job.
Thank you.
Yes, I'm a proud mama. Okay.
Yeah,
I like you guys talking. I think I'm going to have more of you on my calls every time.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so let's take a look at how we can boost those online sales. That was the best idea that you just heard right there. So definitely try the buy one get one party if you have the the time and the patience for it.
Yeah, just make sure that when you set this up, you tell your guests you have to set a goal and make sure they know that you have to hit this goal in order to offer them the 50%, you know, the buy one get one. Otherwise, it won't work.
Yeah. Anytime you're doing stuff online, be very specific about any expiration, any limits. You want to definitely write that stuff out. Otherwise, people come back and complain to you. And the last thing you want to do is get stuck with owing a bunch of money. So make sure you collect full sales tax on even those free products. You want to collect sales tax on what they would cost them.
And I want people to figure out that the online invoice will calculate the taxes on the full price.
Cool. Maybe you can do a video on it, Cheryl.
I'm going to.
Okay, and Sarah, I think you both should. Okay, so welcome 10 is the code that you can use all the time. I put it on every campaign mailer label. I put it on every brochure that we hand out. I send this email out about every other week. Oops, and I share it on social media every other week. So the idea with online marketing is that we're consistently and frequently posting. So a lot of times people say you just don't close the sale because you didn't ask enough times. So repeat your message. Try it at different times of the day. Use what works and find similar messages. Lori, I really don't. I will talk about the social media center. I'm trying to get some answers about what's going on with Avon.com and all of that, but I think Avon Corporate is really focused on Aspira. And so they're all very busy with that. I don't know that I will get any answers. I do know that some of the social media center posts are not working correctly. So don't blame Avon for that. We have to do our own due diligence, make sure things are working. I used to just post from the social media center too, because it's been a long time since there's been any problems with it. What is happening on some of them now is any of their cute YouTube holiday videos, there is a YouTube link and then there's an Avon for Me link. They're both linking to the YouTube video. So I did let them know that that was not always the case, that it used to link to the product page on our e-store. They're not fixed. So I would wait on sharing those, or if you do, make sure that you go grab the link to that page and include it with your post. So you can test those by opening up an incognito window. I do that on Google Chrome. And what that does is takes out cookies. So if I always visit my website and it's just going there because of the cookies on my computer, that will not happen when you have that incognito window up. So that's how you can test. You can also test the coupon codes by putting in the amount of product in your order cart and putting in the code. And it will tell you if the coupon code is not valid or if you're $10 away from earning your free 7-piece holiday set. Okay, so we have a question here. What about the Avon Black code? The first time use or sign up as a new customer, the promo code is welcome 10. So they can only ever use one code at a time. So the welcome 10 is only going to work for each customer. What?
Where's your phone?
Right here, putting it. Okay. Welcome 10 only works one time ever for each customer email. Avon Black will hit 3 different offers with just the one code. What Avon told me is that this one will work multiple times for every email address. So this is for representatives as well. I highly recommend that you guys place an order and put in Avon Black. You'll get free shipping, 20% off, and well, you have to spend $45 to get the 20% off, and then you have to spend $65 to get this free set. I would highly recommend placing at least one order on your e-store for $65 or more and getting all that stuff for free. You could give it as customer gifts. You can use it yourself. You can give it as holiday gifts. So Black Friday, Cyber Monday, online pre-sale. I love that they're doing this. I was a little frustrated with them yesterday when they announced it and didn't give us the details. Okay, so that's one thing with online marketing. The more you do it, the easier you get in your routine and you know exactly what to do. It would really help if we had some lead time to be able to promote it. So how you can promote this, here's just some of the ideas that, that I think of when there's an online special. I can create a blog post, I can email it, I can text it, mail, not so much with coupon codes, but I do mail out catalogs every campaign through campaign mailer. You could call to follow up on those catalogs. So direct mail is kind of an older marketing technique. It can be more effective when you have follow-up calls. So if you're building a catalog request list and you're paying to mail catalogs out to those people, I would definitely recommend a phone call to follow up and see if they have an order to place with you. You could even order it for them on your e-store, ship it to them, and then you never even have to touch the order. You can have an event. You can create a Facebook group. I think Cheryl mostly texted and called her face-to-face customers for her buy one, get one party. You can do contests and giveaways. So here is what I will tell you about the giveaway page on our Avon e-store is that I'm going to be completely honest with you that that contact information is going to avon.com. So it's a little bit of a weird situation because our supplier is actually also our competition when we look at the online world. So it's best to be creating your own contests, your own giveaways, taking your own pictures, making your own videos. Everything that you can produce yourself is better than sharing something from Avon Corporate. If you're short on time, don't want to be creative, those things are also great to share, but we want to make sure that we are getting, I don't know why Cheryl's saying be slow. We want to make sure that we're the ones collecting the contact information. You can post on Facebook, YouTube, live videos, Pinterest, Twitter. Now I don't know if Cheryl's telling me to be slow. LinkedIn, Instagram, and Google+. Okay. Host a Facebook online party. So we do know that this pre-sale is going November 16th through the 22nd. I don't know what the special is going to be on Thanksgiving and Black Friday, if they're keeping it the same or if there's going to be something different. So we build our marketing based on what we know. And it's always better to under promise than over promise, because people aren't usually too upset if you under promise and you have more to give them. Or yeah, that's right. Okay, so you can see my sample party, and you guys can look at what I'm doing in there, what I'm posting. I did schedule my Facebook posts so I don't have to sit there and be on there to be posting. How can you promote your customer website? So use that welcome 10 code. You want to be driving online traffic to your store, and you want to be driving your face-to-face traffic and your prospects that you hand the catalog to your online store as well. I know by nature I prefer to be an online shopper. So putting your website on there isn't going to deter people from ordering from you. I think it's more of a customer preference, really, how you like to shop. So I would be marketing both ways. And I have a retail store. I know that those sales are dying, that online sales is where the growth is. Online recruiting is where it's crazy busy. So you always want to be working your business where there's growth. That's why when I opened my Avon store and I knew that they weren't letting any more new ones open, I started exploring other areas of Avon because I didn't want to go out of business if they ever got rid of that. So you can make yourself safer and less vulnerable when you build multiple areas. Start building a mailing list and an email list. You always want to own your own list and have it backed up and have it outside of technology in case anything fails. Consistently send those catalogs. People are going to identify with the catalog the most. So remember that when you're marketing face-to-face and online. I would like to give samples to all paying customers. I think you're better off including samples in people's orders than throwing them out on people's doorsteps. If they don't like Avon, that's a waste of your money with that sample. So I like the idea of finding people that actually want samples. Do email marketing. The nice part about doing it outside of Avon is you can look at stats, you can control the message, and you can control the frequency. Avon has a great program, so if you don't want to have to think about it, turn that on and always be adding customers to your web office. Post consistently on social media, and then analyze your traffic to figure out where your time is best spent. I know this is going really long. I knew I had a lot of content tonight, so I understand if you guys have to drop off. Congratulations to our top e-sellers, Stacy, Susan, Terry, Tony, LaDawn, Patsy, Rachel, Haley, Angel, and Grace. Great job. So we have double dollars coming up. We talked about that with the buy one, get one. So how can you make the most of double dollars? Buy more brochures, buy the Mark and the Living catalog, order from your What's New books as demos. Maybe you want to offer your customers to be able to order from the What's New. I say, hey, would you like to see what it's like to be an Avon representative and get a discount on all your products? So you're not making any money, but again, adding those double dollars up so that you can earn a higher profit when you hit President's Club. Online sales are going to count for double dollars, and then you can also do fundraisers during that time. So the Rory the Lion is really cute. I've seen some really cute real life pictures on Facebook of those. So do a fundraiser to get more double dollars. There's these new bundles that are going to be offered to us as well. I'm going to have like 30 attachments to your guys' email, but I'll try to include everything. So those of you that are new to recruiting, this is how you sign someone up. So I'll mention here again that some of the recruiting posts are messed up in the social media center. So I'll give you a little hint. You can sort it by oldest, which normally you don't want to do, but it is the recent ones that are not working properly. So if you go to the oldest ones, what you want to make sure is that your reference code, which is the last part of your website address, is showing up in the URL that it's leading people to. Another way to make sure you're sending them to sign up with you is to go to your eStore, right-click over Sell Avon, and copy and paste that link where you want them to sign up. Always follow up. If you know someone's going to sign up with you and you don't get a self-appointment email, make sure you follow up with that person to see if they were accidentally put on someone else's team. Anytime technology is involved, it can make our lives easier or a lot more difficult. So there is the opportunity to change leaders within your first 5 days as a representative. All right, we're coming to the last slides here, guys. Thanks for hanging in there. So when we do our recruiting, we can think about the different programs and reasons why people would want to join. And we can also use incentives and programs and our new health and wellness line as bait to get them to sign up. I like to share the What's New catalog link and say, look at all these great new products coming out with Avon. Join now and include the link to the What's New, include your recruiting link. I also just posted a ton of recruiting photos that you can use online. So recruiting should be a consistent activity. I want you to do it daily. Focus on recruiting as much as selling. If you want to build a team, of course, you definitely don't have to. But it is really rewarding and pretty cool, the opportunities that you get with leadership. So let's celebrate our top leaders, Cheryl, Jane, Terry, Kim, and Trisha. Congratulations for having top sales and top reps. And then we have 19 leaders on Team Momentum with appointments in November. So congratulations to Lindsay, Barbara, Christina, Ellen, Heather, Vicky, Patsy, Kim, Amy, Kim, Felicia, Trisha, Sarah, Sharon, Cheryl, Jane, Becky, Kira, and Tracy. You guys rock. We have 71 appointments in November so far. And we're coming to our last couple slides here. So you can follow me at these different websites. If you're not having luck with sales or recruiting, spend more time training. I know it's not fun to train, but it can help you advance your Avon career much faster than if you try everything and fail at everything. Or you're not going to fail at everything, but if you try everything until you find what works. Sometimes if you train and you watch others, you get a better idea of what's going to work for you. So let's end it with a positive quote here. And this is John Gordon, who was the speaker at our Rep Fest. So don't let negativity win. When you rise above the negative energy, you raise the positive energy for everyone. I work from home. I don't interact with many people during the day, and sometimes I think that's a bad thing because it'll put me in a bad mood. And when you're in a bad mood, that's going to make your team, your customers, everyone around you And I'm laughing because I gave Cheryl an earful this morning. So sometimes you just have to vent, but it's important to get back to that positive place and to maybe hide out from social media when you're in that bad mood. Okay, so social media can be great. Social media can be really bad if you get on there and share something that you shouldn't. Okay, so it's pretty late. I am going to, if there's any last minute quick questions, I'd be happy to answer. Otherwise, I can let you guys go because we covered a lot of information. I know, Sarah, yeah. Sometimes I think it's bad to be by ourselves. Or I like to send my team Snapchat and be goofy. That makes me feel like I'm not by myself. Call me after. I'm losing my voice, Cheryl. Love your snaps. I know. They're goofy. I love Snapchat. It's too fun. All right. Well, you guys have a great night. I will be in Mexico Saturday. So go on Facebook, ask your questions. Go to Avon Customer Service. 866-513-2866. If you have questions about online orders, 800-500-2866. No, I don't ever sleep, Sarah. I am running around crazy most of the time. Okay, well, you guys have a great Thanksgiving and Black Friday and Cyber Monday, and I hope you have some success stories when we meet again. Take care. Have a good night.